Could Vybz Kartel, a renowned dancehall star and his co-accused, be up for a retrial for the murder of Clive "Lizard" Williams? This question has been on many minds since the shocking events of 2014. That year, Kartel, along with Sean Storm Campbell, Kahira Jones and Andre Madsus St. John, found themselves entangled in a legal battle that would change their lives forever. Accused of the murder of Clive "Lizard" Williams, the quartet faced a trial that ended in their conviction. The trial itself was a spectacle with the eyes of the world watching, but it was not without its controversies. The UK-based Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, or JCPC as it's commonly known, recently took a closer look at the proceedings. What they found was distressing. They determined that the trial was marred by attempted jury tampering and inadequate instructions from the presiding judge. Both these factors, they concluded, had led to an unfair trial. The implications of this ruling are immense. The JCPC, a body known for its rigorous scrutiny of legal matters, has ordered that the convictions of Kartel and his co-accused be overturned. This is a significant development as it casts a long shadow of doubt over the fairness of the original trial. But the story doesn't end there. The JCPC's ruling has set the stage for the next act in this ongoing drama. The spotlight now turns to the Jamaica Court of Appeal. It is this court that must now decide whether a fresh trial should be held. The stakes are high, and the decision will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications. With the JCPC overturning the convictions, the question of a retrial now rests with the Jamaica Court of Appeal. As we wait for this decision, we can't help but reflect on the events that led us here. As the curtain rises on the next act of this legal drama, one thing is certain: the world will be watching. Isat Buchanan, the attorney for Vybz Kartel, is confident in his belief that a retrial is unlikely. But why? Buchanan's confidence is not unfounded and is based on several concrete factors. Let's delve into his thoughts, as shared on the Fix podcast. Buchanan believes that the time elapsed since the original trial is a significant factor. The courts have already noted that 8 years is a long time, yet Kartel and his co-accused have been incarcerated for 13 years. This passage of time is not to be taken lightly and could potentially impact the feasibility of a retrial. Next, there's the question of the availability of witnesses. It's not just about the material witness. Many officers involved in the original trial have since retired. The availability and willingness of these witnesses to participate in a retrial is uncertain and could potentially affect its viability. Then there are the issues related to publicity. The original trial was highly publicized, and a retrial would likely attract a similar level of attention. This could potentially influence the prospects of having a fair hearing. As Buchanan rightly questions, what about publicity? What about the prospects of having a fair hearing? And Buchanan, in his characteristic straightforwardness, asserts that a retrial is not going to happen. His confidence is not just a reflection of his belief, but also a testament to his commitment to his client and the case at hand. But despite Buchanan's confidence, there's another player on the field with a different game plan. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, has plans to seek a retrial. She's basing her decision on the strength of the original case against Kartel and the 3 men. Buchanan acknowledges and respects Llewellyn's right to pursue the retrial. As he points out, it is her right to access the situation and make a determination of what she wants to do, and just as it is the defense's position to defend. Buchanan is assured in his stance, but the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, has different plans. Paula Llewellyn, the Director of Public Prosecutions, plans to seek a retrial. What's her rationale? She believes deeply in the strength of the original case against Vybz Kartel and his co-accused. Llewellyn is not swayed by the recent overturning of the convictions and is determined to see justice served. Her intention to seek a retrial is not a decision taken lightly. It is based on a careful review of the evidence and the circumstances surrounding the case. She is convinced that the original trial had merit and that the same facts presented once again will lead to a similar outcome. But it's not a one-sided battle. On the other side of the courtroom, we have Isat Buchanan, the attorney for Vybz Kartel. Buchanan respects Llewellyn's right to pursue the retrial. He acknowledges her position and her commitment to the legal process, yet he maintains his own stance, confident that a retrial will not occur. Buchanan is not just sitting idle, waiting for Llewellyn's next move. He's anticipating a formal letter from the king, a letter that will set the wheels in motion. This letter is the key to his next legal move, a crucial piece in the intricate puzzle of this case. Yet, Buchanan's confidence remains unshaken. He stands firm in his belief that the retrial is unlikely. He cites factors such as the duration of the accused's incarceration, the availability of witnesses, and the prospects of a fair hearing as reasons why a retrial may not be in the cards. But the final decision lies not with Buchanan or Llewellyn. It rests with the Jamaican Court of Appeal. They will be the ones to weigh the arguments from both sides and decide whether a retrial is warranted. While Buchanan waits for the king's formal letter, he's preparing his next steps. He knows that in the game of law, it's always about being one step ahead. And as he waits, he readies himself for whatever comes next, confident in his ability to navigate the unpredictable waters of this case. With arguments from both sides, it's the Jamaican Court of Appeal that will decide on the retrial. What are we expecting? Well, the Jamaican Court of Appeal holds the pivotal role of deciding whether Vybz Kartel and his 3 co-accused should face a fresh trial for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. They will be weighing the arguments from both the defense and the prosecution, taking into consideration the factors that led to the overturning of the original convictions by the UK-based Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. Isat Buchanan, Kartel's attorney, hasn't applied for Kartel's bail yet. However, he is expecting the Court of Appeal to address the matter promptly due to Kartel's medical condition. It's important to note that the UK appeal was expedited on the grounds of Kartel's health. This, Buchanan believes, will not change just because the case has been passed back to the Jamaican court. Buchanan is banking on the court's compassion as well as its efficiency. He asserts, the court in 2024, they don't waste time. He is confident that the court will act under the same mandate as the UK court, dealing with the case expeditiously. The decision on retrial will not only have a huge impact on the lives of the 4 accused, but also on the justice system in Jamaica. It's a decision that's eagerly awaited by many, given the high-profile nature of the case and the questions it has raised about fair trials and the influence of publicity on court proceedings. Time is of the essence given Kartel's health, and Buchanan anticipates swift action from the court. In the face of differing views and pending decisions, let's revisit the main points of this case. The recent developments in Vybz Kartel's case have been nothing short of a legal rollercoaster. The UK-based Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, or JCPC, found that the 2014 trial of Kartel and his co-accused was marred by jury tampering and inadequate instructions from the presiding judge. This led to the overturning of their convictions, and now the ball is in the court of the Jamaica Court of Appeal to determine whether a fresh trial should be held. On one hand, we have Isat Buchanan, Kartel's lawyer, who is confident that a retrial is unlikely. He points to several factors: the duration the accused have already spent in custody, the availability of witnesses, the integrity of the evidence, the potential impact of publicity, and the prospects of a fair hearing. To him, the odds are stacked against a retrial. On the other hand, we have the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, who has expressed her intention to seek a retrial, citing the strength of the original case against Kartel and his associates. Despite the overturning of the convictions, she believes the evidence still holds enough weight for a fresh trial. Buchanan respects Llewellyn's right to seek the retrial and is prepared to defend his client should it come to pass. He's awaiting a formal letter from the king, giving effect to the quashing of the conviction and the directions to the Court of Appeal. Once that arrives, he expects the Court of Appeal to make a decision promptly, given the expedited nature of the UK appeal due to Kartel's medical condition. So here we stand at the intersection of differing views and pending decisions. A retrial could mean a chance for the prosecution to present their case again, or it could be a further ordeal for the accused who have already spent years in custody. As we await the decision from the Jamaican Court of Appeal, the possibility of a retrial for Vybz Kartel and his co-accused remains a topic of intense debate.